Hi, I'm Jeff Bennett, and many of you have been following Red Bike Publishing on our newsletter. And I just wanted to come to you and offer you an opportunity that we just started, and that's a webinar over the entire NISPOM. Now, this webinar is something that I've been teaching at the University of Alabama in Huntsville, and lately I've been putting it all together for a recorded session, but I wanted to invite you to the live webinar. And it's going to be a 10-hour event, and we're going to run it over a couple days in the week. And this time is an opportunity for you to take the course live, and we hope that you will join us. Now, at the end of this quick video, you'll see a sample of our NISPOM training video. And what we'd like to do is train you on this video on the NISPOM topics. Maybe you can use it for certifications such as DoD's speed certification, the Information Security Oversight certification, or NCMS's ISP certification. Now, it's not designed to help you pass the course, it's just designed to help you understand NISPOM better. So we'd like for you to join us. Some things that you'll get out of this are the transcripts, so you can apply for 10 CEUs towards your certification or towards your recertification. New people with security clearances can learn a lot about the NISPOM and how to do their jobs and perform on classified contracts. New Cleared Defense Contractor organizations or brand new FSOs can use our course for a better understanding of NISPOM and how to apply it to their cleared facilities. So if you'd like to learn more about the NISPOM, how to apply it at your facility, or would like some more study references as you study for certification, we hope that you'll enjoy here. And what we'd like to do is have you register. We won't put a charge in yet. We just want to get registered to see how many people will be interested. And once we get 10 people, we'll reach out to you and set up a date for our webinar. And we really hope you will join us, because we enjoy teaching this subject. All right, welcome to Chapter 5 of NISPOM. Now we're going to talk about safeguarding classified information. Safeguard meaning we're going to protect it, we're going to lock it up, we're going to account for it and trace it throughout our facilities from the time we receive it to the time it leaves. And we'll talk about the Cleared Defense Contractors' responsibilities to do so. We'll talk about top secret information, closed areas, restricted areas, and all the fun stuff. Now let's go to the share screen and we'll get the presentation started. I'll share that and bring it up, and we should be looking at NISPOM Chapter 5, and I hope you're all with me on there. We've got NISPOM Chapter 5 up. Again, safeguarding classified information. And there are a few sections in this one as well, but not as much as in the earlier sections. So you can see we're going to cover the gamut of the entire NISPOM Chapter 5, sections 1 through 9. So let's get going. All right. So defense contractors will receive the classified information from the government or their prime. It belongs to the government, but defense contractors, remember, we signed that agreement in the DD Form 441 and saying that we're going to protect classified information according to the NISPOM. Well, the NISPOM states that there should be some kind of system in place to account for, to protect and control classified information in a defense contractor's possession. And this protection should last through the time of the contract plus an additional 2 years, unless the owner of that classified information asks for that information to come back earlier. The FSO again develops the security program to protect this classified information, and again it's provided to the to the contractor from the government, as the government enables a contractor to do their job with the tools and resources it needs, this thus being the classified information. But if something happens and the government's not pleased, they have the right to take back that classified information at any time. So you want to develop a way to bring in control and accountability, and most stringent is at the top secret level, because at the top secret level, not anybody can receive it. Of course, they have to have the security clearance at the top secret level, and they need to know. And additionally, a top secret control official is to be designated to handle some tasks that are required as far as receiving, transmitting, maintaining, and maintaining control over classified information. Some of these include conducting an annual inventory. A lot of people, they apply the top secret controls to all classified information, meaning they want to trace and account for and receipt secret and confidential information the same way as they would top secret. But we'll find out in NISPOM that it's not necessary, but it may be a good practice for some people to do that. For top secret information, the Cleared Defense Contractor is required to have a continuous transmittal receipt process. Receipts are required on top secret. Not all secret or confidential information requires a receipt. So the top secret control officials should maintain a log where the top secret information is received and it is numbered in a series. And so each document or each item or each piece of machinery or whatever is identified at the top secret level will be checked for tampering when they are received, and occasionally, iteratively, while it's in the possession of the Cleared Defense Contractor. When it's received upon arrival, they'll also check for accuracy. The title, all the contents are there, and nothing's tampered with. Report any discrepancies. For example, the tape is ripped, that it's wrapped in protective covering, or anything that might demonstrate that somebody has tampered with the contents of this item, or maybe even shipped the wrong information, which could cause a security violation as well. I know some situations where shipments were mixed up and some people received classified information who were not supposed to. And the people who were expecting to receive classified information received another shipment of unclassified goods that they were totally not expecting. So it's important to send it to the right place and keep accountability. All right, top secret control and accountability. So even classified information in an unfinished state should be accounted for as long as it's been over 180 days since it's been in an unfinished state. May as well get into practice of bringing these unfinished or draft documents into accountability. And even if it's in an unfinished state, as soon as you want to transmit it outside the facility, for example, to work on it elsewhere, it needs to be brought into control, receipted properly, and then sent out this properly. Now, if it's not needed, it needs to be destroyed. And again, treat all working papers as finished documents. If they're destroyed, or if they're in existence for more than 180 days, or if they need to be, I misspoke, not if it's destroyed, but if it's transmitted within that 180 days, it needs to be brought into accountability so people know where the classified information is going, even if it's derivative. Okay, let's talk about the different types of storage requirements for classified information. There are different ways to store classified information depending on what the level of classified information is. For secret and confidential, you need a security container or some type of approved closed area to store that classified material. If it's in a security container, you don't need to have alarms or any type of sensors. Maintaining control over it, keeping it in a GSA approved container is fine. The NISPOM does require, however, that supplemental controls be provided for anything top secret. All right, so for collateral, secret, and confidential, no supplemental controls. For top secret, you definitely need the supplemental controls. All right, so this slide here gives a little breakdown of, it makes it a little bit more clear of how to store this classified information. Again, top secret, you want alarms, you want a controlled area so you can detect who is coming in and out of it. You can store top secret in an approved vault. Again, it has to have supplemental controls. Or controlled areas, same way you need supplemental controls on there. And we'll talk about the door construction, the vault construction. For top secret, secret, and confidential, these areas need to be constructed a certain way so you can detect attempts to break into it, and also prevent other people from being able to access it in any other way. Again, for secret, you just need a GSA approved container or have it in an approved vault or a closed area. If it's in a vault or if it's in a closed area, you need those supplemental controls just like you need at the top secret level. That's because the secret is not in a GSA approved container, but the vault or closed area is acting as that container. Confidential, again, you need a GSA approved container or an approved vault or an approved closed area. Not necessary to have supplemental controls in the confidential information as well. All right, so let's talk about restricted areas. Restricted areas are temporary areas. They're not dedicated areas to control classified information. They're temporary areas that are designated, and you can put yellow tape out, you can close a door, hang a sign, say this is a restricted area. What you're trying to do is conduct your work on the classified information in an office or another location, and all the while warning somebody that there is classified information out. So if you bring a classified document from the GSA approved container and bring it to your office, you've just turned that place into a restricted area. And then you can work on it at your desk or whatever. You need a cover sheet, you need to put markings out, identifying that you are working on classified material and that people need to warn you when they're coming around so that you can obscure that classified information so it can't be observed. And once you're finished working on that classified information, you've got to return it back to the storage container where you got it from, or the closed area, or where that classified information is stored long-term. Then we've got the closed areas, and this is where you store classified information more permanently. Now, you can have GSA containers in closed areas, but most of the time closed areas are for big bulky items such as large computers where you'd be doing classified processing, maybe vehicles, systems that you're testing, you name it. So this is a dedicated area with controlled access or a cleared person controlling access, and you need those supplemental protections for secret and above. And however, the difference is there's no open storage or open bin storage in a closed area for top secret. That needs to be locked up in a GSA approved container. All right, so when you store classified information, again, with accessing it, you need to limit the need to know to get to that information. And this includes knowing the combinations or having access to combinations to GSA containers that protect classified information. So the combinations themselves are classified as well. They should be classified at the level of the information they're protecting. And so if anybody needs access to it, it should be limited and should keep a roster of who those people are and limit and keep a roster, I guess, of who the people are and that they do in fact have the combinations. That way, if there is a spillage or if there's an accident or the container's left open, you know who to go to for that information and start your investigation there. All right, GSA approved containers have special rules. This picture right here, I created this cartoon a long time ago for my newsletter and my blogs to show people just a little funny incident that shows people like you can't do decorating to your security container. You can decorate your room, you can decorate your desk, but the security container needs to be free of clutter and it does not need to have any wallpaper on it or paint on it. It can only be repaired by an authorized technician. Now, these are in place to make sure that the security containers maintain their integrity so that, you know, if a piece is repaired on it, it's repaired by an approved repair person using approved parts. Sometimes they're hard to get. We have a vault that we can't even get the door fixed on it. It's been months. So specialized parts repaired by specialized technicians. Now, who knows why we don't paint a security container or we don't put wallpaper on it?